Well, this next story sounds a little bit like something out of the Old West, but Oklahoma is seeing a lot more cases of cattle rustling. McLean County deputies just busted an Edmond man accused of stealing dozens of cattle in several counties in the southwestern part of the state. News 9's Jacqueline Sitt joins us with the reason cattle rustling is on the rise.
And Kelly, in this day and age, you wouldn't think cattle rustling still exists, but it happens more often than you think. And a detective in McLean County tells us a lot of that has to do with the economy because people are trying to make ends meet, and they're doing it illegally.
Unfortunately, it's easy to do. It's hard for the ranchers and all to keep track of every one of their cows and every day.
When you think of cattle rustling, you think of midnight raids and calves stolen in the middle of the night, and that's happening because it's a growing business.
The economy drives people to do strange things, and like I say, with beef prices the way they are.
Detective Dana Guthrie with McLean County Sheriff's Office has been investigating cattle thefts for months, and thanks to this man, 40-year-old Scotty Austin is caught with allegedly stealing over a dozen head of cattle in several counties.
You know, some of them that we believe are stolen are not branded, have not been able to be identified. I can't say that, you know, that he has sold, you know, over 60 head of cattle.
With the help of the Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association, investigators were able to retrace where the Edmond man sold the cattle across Oklahoma stockyards.
The deputies found numerous sales receipts from stock sale barns around Oklahoma, which is kind of unusual. Most ranchers and farmers will sell to one sale barn.
In the end, cattle theft is a problem that's not going away, and it will continue to grow.
If you sell an average of 3 or 4 cattle a week at $1,000 to $1,500 a piece, you're making a pretty good profit when it's not costing you anything other than your time and effort to steal the cows.
Investigators say part of the cattle were recovered and returned to the owners, and they believe Austin may be connected to several other cattle theft. Those cases are under investigation. Kelly?
All right, Jacqueline. Austin was arrested for larceny of domestic animals and has since been released on a $10,000 bond. If he is convicted of this, he could face up to 8 years in prison or a fine totaling 4 times the value of the stolen cattle.